Hey guys, Mecha-san here. Whoo boy, okay, I haven't done Watch Mojo, or in this case Mojo Plays reaction in a while, and this would have been perfect for Halloween. But here we got the Mojo Plays top 10 scariest moments in the Dead Space series. Now, I played all three games like the day they came out. Dead Space 1, it had a lot of atmosphere, and I remember mostly jump scares at times. Like, obviously, the one where that tentacle burst out and grabbed you by the leg. That obviously that'll get you the first time. Even some, like, fake out scenes here, like that body, like we open a door, there's a body dangling up in the vent that falls down. But it wasn't that truly scary here. Dead Space 2, oh yeah, definitely had far more horror here. Even though yeah, people say it went more action-oriented, there was still a lot more, there was more horror stuff here, like horrific imagery. Like, how can we forget the baby scene with the little exploder babies? Oh boy, there was that scene, of course. The scene with Nicole's ghost, like that the marker's hallucination, that got pretty intense here, though eventually it did just get into being annoying. It's like, shut up. Yeah. There's that here, and obviously some tense moments here, like just having to kill Necromorph while you're literally dangling upside down. Oh, wow. And then Dead Space 3, yeah, unless you're actually playing this game in co-op, you can't really experience full-on horror elements here, and that was the problem. You had to play that game in co-op to get the full experience. Worse, you had to play it as Carver, because Isaac, he's already gone through everything. He's kind of already faced his own demons and was able to fight off the marker's influence. So for the most part, he was immune to the incomplete Brethren Moon's mind games. It wasn't until the others awakened that it really got to him in the Awakening DLC. But yeah, his mistake. It was a mistake to make that game co-op here, like to push that in here. I mean, well, you had to play co-op here to get the full experience here. And you got to play as Carver, which means you gotta find someone. There's that here, and a shout out to the Dead Space mobile game, which, yeah, that had good imagery there, good hallucinations. I don't remember that much scary parts here. And it's not because I didn't think it was scary here. It's because I didn't play it that much when it was still available here. I had it on my iPad here. iPad got damaged here, so I had to do a complete factory reset on the old thing, and so I lost the app, and by that point in time, EA took it off the iOS store. EA, put that game back on the App Storefront, please. I mean, if you want to try to get some good publicity and get fans to start like coming around, do that. Do that. There's a bunch of old app games here which we want back. There you go. So without further ado, now that I got that out of the way, well, let's just begin here.
It spoke to me. What did it say, Isaac? What did it say to you, Isaac?
Oh.
Isaac,
Welcome to Mojo Plays, and today we're looking at the most pants-wetting moments in the Dead Space series.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I gotta play more Extraction. Okay, Dead Space. Dead Space 2, yeah. Hallucination.
We'll be looking at the times we all screamed out loud and had to take a break from.
Yeah, I got me. That scene at the Space 2 here was like, holy, not again! That was like bad memories, and it was just a memories, thank God.
We can all What was the scariest moment you experienced playing Dead Space? Are you excited for the upcoming remake? Let us
We'll
know
see.
down in the comments.
We'll see. EA, they're making out a Frostbite engine, and EA even failing using, and EA is failing with the Frostbite engine on what it's meant to be used for. If what I hear about Battlefield indication.
Dead Space.
The regenerator here, like the first time we encounter a necromorph that we couldn't kill. We couldn't kill. We dismembered the limbs and everything. Shot up arms, leg, even the head at times, and nothing.
Worse than a necromorph, a creature that can systematically reanimate corpses and horrifically disfigure them into whatever grotesque abomination they desire. How about one that simply won't die?
Yep. Yep, it's like the doctor crazy bastard. Well, that's the Ubermorph. Different entirely.
Since by Dead Space 2, Isaac has a better idea of what to expect from these unkillable, already dead nightmares. By this point in the game, the player has the necromorphs figured out. Both the limbs and the body will die.
Yep.
The moment when this thing's limbs grow back.
And then when you hear how it was made, stuff like that here, how that doctor took some of the growth on the walls here and directly injected into a body, into the brain.
Ending up trapped in a room with an unkillable necromorph waiting for a door to unlock is the height of tension for the series.
Yeah? But especially when there's a bunch of other little necromorphs getting you. Could've gone around, man.
Handiwork. Dead Space Extraction.
Alright, I literally only played this game once. So I forgot about that, even though I've watched Fabian's
Dead Space Extraction
do a
entry in the series a lot of fans have overlooked.
I do a live stream of this stuff here, completely.
Most likely due to the necessity of motion controls, the game never reached the same heights as other titles in the beloved series.
And I kind of want to play this, and I do want to play this game with the motion controls to see if there's any difference.
The necromorphs on board, and the few survivors attempt to escape. Near the end of the game, the player character, McNeil, needs to shut down the anti-asteroid cannons to allow their shuttle to escape. But after being besieged by an enormous necromorph...
Which, that's gonna be the necromorph that, like, what? Clogs up?
Only for one of the tentacles to pin their arm to the outer hull of the ship.
Yeah.
Left with no other option, McNeil must excruciatingly amputate his own arm or risk running out of oxygen.
Fuck her, yeah. Oh boy, how could I forget about that scene? But yeah, like I don't remember it.
Way Station. Dead Space 3.
Alright,
Dead Space 3 is an entry that is undeniably lighter on scares than the previous entries, but this opening level shows the developers at least remembered what made the series an industry icon in horror to begin with. Players unexpectedly don't take up Isaac's suit at the
surprisingly.
Third entry, instead following Tim as he searches for the wreckage of a downed ship in the middle of a blizzard.
Hey Doc, I found it.
And it's an interesting take on how weapons were, at least during this era of the sovereign colonies.
Poor Tim is given woefully
And possibly showing how infestation differs, not just in environment here, but like how many freaking markers there are on the planet.
Larger action moments of the second, and all culminates in Tim finding out too late that this is one mission he never should have accepted.
Guy's an asshole, but I have to admire the fact that his commitment to save Earth and everything and keep the colony safe to the point where he would, like, yeah. I don't see EarthGov doing this.
The Church of Unitology, Dead Space 2.
It's one of the few places on Titan Station that Tideman can't monitor. Separation of church and state.
No, Dana, we shouldn't be in
Alright, yeah.
the last place we want to be right now.
Isaac!
Yeah, okay, there was the hallucination we get in the and where they contain the bodies. That is true.
Of the series series as a whole.
But I mostly hated being in this place because I hate the unis. Not because it was scary.
And paired with Isaac's never-ending hallucinations, this is the last place Isaac.
Yeah, the last place. Yeah, the time when Nicole appeared here, that scene. I like to know exactly how it went out, how he grabbed that, where he got that from.
With entry to the many rooms littered with propaganda for their cause, the tension only builds with every door that opens. Given the church's fascination with the necromorphs,
not really tension. Again, not tension for me, just hate for these bastards.
Garments of its devout followers, with messages scrawled on the walls, floors, and ceilings, and the absolute labyrinthian nature of the church's design, every new passageway just feels like a new level to this unending hell.
Welcome to indoctrination.
Indoctrination. How is?
Wait for the next available church associate.
Snatched. Dead Space.
Yep. First time always gets you. It's
Turn down a new hallway or corridor.
Yeah, those snatch tentacles here.
Feeling of not knowing what is
First time will always get you and scare you, like you're panicking as you try to align the gun. But after that,
still one of the biggest shocks of the whole series.
yeah.
What makes this attack particularly effective is that there is no buildup, no sound beforehand. Isaac simply opens a door, and is immediately snatched by the tentacle and dragged down the hallway. It's a relatively short scene.
Where the hell?
The player has only seconds to react before Isaac is dragged into the hole in the wall with whatever is waiting on the other side.
Yeah, and it's constantly pushing you, throwing off your aim and shit. Although I'm hoping that in the remake here the tentacle doesn't disappear. The tentacle doesn't disappear. Yeah, this scene here. This scene is still. This holds up. Like, yeah.
What is it about schools that make them
Horrifying at first time, now just uncomfortable, even when you know when it's coming out. So it still holds up, but not in the fear factor, just in the fact that you kind of like want to bang the room or try to break in there. And there's one.
Catch a glimpse of the crawlers, you know it's not going to get any better.
But it's actually quite easy to kill these guys here. Just have the use a force gun, and you can kill them without exploding them.
These infants
I find,
an alarming
in fact, I find the force gun to be great for like crowd control against the pack, against the pack here, stuff like that.
Children now viciously hunt Isaac in large groups, attempting to overwhelm him with their speed and numbers. In the end, all Isaac can do is get out of there as quickly as possible and repress the disturbing memories of this place, just like every gamer who had to lead him through it.
Oh, and here comes the little son. Yeah. Yeah, this gets everyone the first time.
Titan Memorial, Dead Space 2.
For what?
For just pushing me to do this. I mean, if it weren't for you, I never would have made it this far, because you made me stick with it.
After the events of the first Dead Space, it's no wonder Isaac ended up in the psychiatric facility. Still haunted by visions of the markers and Nicole,
Sorry about that.
spends the opening moments of the game locked in a straitjacket. After a botched rescue attempt, Isaac...
Yeah, Gabbit, this scene as well here is like, wow. And we're seeing how the transformation had me like so personal. Can you imagine this scene playing out in VR? Like we see everything from Isaac's direct point of view? I like how they have to censor this much here, come on.
With his arms still locked in the straitjacket, Isaac's only defense is to dodge the numerous necromorphs and kick off the ones that get too close. This opening level manages to top the near-death experience of the first game's opening level in just sheer, outright panic alone.
Then we have these guys here who thought they were going to be on our side, but nope. And that idiot got what he deserves.
By the time Isaac manages to get hold of his trusty plasma cutter,
I love stomping that guy every time.
Still an uncomfortable amount of time
He deserves it.
and necromorphs between you and your new rig to make you whole again.
Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, the old engineering rig. Give me the Elite Advanced suit every day, of course, because I want every edge I can get.
First encounter, Dead Space.
Never heard of a total communications blackout.
Yeah, like, you gotta open up the first game here, the first in the series here, with leaving an impact, and you got an impact here. First came from a piece of rogue debris hitting the Kellion.
The entire ship just feels wrong. As if literally crashing through the front gate wasn't a bad enough omen, the complete lack of crew and the blood-covered walls are all just big red flags.
This is one of the things that need to change in the remake here. Like, I think I got a comment about that here. Like, when you open that door and see all the blood on the floor, it's like, yeah.
Ishimura to its current state.
Like, seriously, how can you not see that thing? You got light, you don't see that thing behind you?
With the security team immediately dispatched, Isaac and the
Easily.
members of the quote-unquote rescue team are left with no choice but to leg it as quickly as they can. All the while with creatures straight out of their worst nightmares.
And this scene still holds up nicely, even though, you know, at this point I've done this scene many times. I still get, like, real tension. I run like crazy.
Downward spiral into the bowels of the Ishimura.
And the iconic scene coming right now. Whoa, yeah. Bit of timing on that one, but whatever. And bang!
Eye surgery.
Oh, yeah.
Phase 2.
I mean, first time I did this one here, there was no issue. I was careful as hell.
What it was made to do. Isaac, you have to make us whole.
I've never done the whole, like, you failed in that surgery thing.
Necessary for the greater good and whatever it takes to save others. Even still, this feels a bit extreme.
Cross your heart,
Discovering his memories
hope
of
to
the life that
die,
had been harvested to
stick a
create
needle in your eye.
the one that has begun calling out to the necromorphs it created for the convergence.
Yeah, you like patient 5 here, and
Parts of his brain that had
you
been
actually do
suppressed
pick up audio recordings indicating that
to stop
the code from his mind is like the best one. So
hallucination of
yeah, like Tideman's comment of how his Isaac's mind is the purest makes sense.
fully conscious as the needle is injected into his cornea.
Which that alone I mean, it still gives me the willies here. I mean, I hate needles in general. So well,
Isaac be unable to control his
Yeah,
heart
yeah.
rate and stress level, the consequences are less than ideal.
I
And many gamers who failed this stress test are unlikely to forget.
don't run. Here we go. Yeah, I literally had to see online about this to see what happens here. I don't know how people can get that.
Return to the Ishimura.
Ooh.
Dead Space 2.
Yeah, you notice how most of these are Dead Space and especially Dead Space 2 here.
I can check the ship's status from there.
Return to the Ishimura. No. Huh.
Last time I was here, things didn't go so well.
Oftentimes, the absence of terror is scary.
Yeah, and like
terror itself.
taking a trip down memory lane.
Ishimura is undeniably one of the most stress-inducing levels in all of Dead Space 2. And that's saying something. Plagued by flashbacks of his last visit aboard and the discovery of audio logs detailing the nightmares other crew members endured only adds to the tension.
Mm-hmm.
Go on. This is Hedrick. You really don't hear anything when you're cleaning these bathrooms?
Yeah, it's like
I swear, I hear something in the walls, like a scratching noise. When I stop moving, it stops. When I move again, it waits a bit, then comes back.
The near
Yeah, that one,
and the plastic sheeting covering the walls.
for the most part, nothing should be happening on the ship here because
Nightmares, an almost
everything's under control here. But
This tension becomes so unbearable, in fact, that by the time something finally does attack you, the gamer almost breathes a sigh.
yeah,
Knowing all of their fears of what might or might not be lurking around the next corner were actually there all along. And in some ways, that's strangely comforting and yet altogether still.
Oh, the decontamination.
Terrifying.
But yeah, like you hear the audio log and such. The same one, the same escape pod that had the. That one necromorph took down the crew of the Valor. That's a.
Don't forget to stick around and check out our other videos.
That does not make any sense. That doesn't make any sense when I first played, like, especially when you hear these guys came prepared for war, and they knew about the necromorph from the very beginning here. So what? One slasher took down? No. Bullshit. But yeah, like the Ishimura, and those audio logs were also interesting. In fact, I'm surprised, given this scene right here, I'm surprised it wasn't a scene like when Isaac boards that elevator. That we did get a scene of that necromorph like using his claws try to burst in there, try to like burst in before being crushed like through here. But yeah, there's the audio log you get to pick up here. And text log as well here, where we learned that there is a lot of like organic, dust-like matter, residue everywhere here, and it is a necrotic flesh. Like, but because the mark was destroyed here, these things just broke down into basic paste and such. It was harmless, and it should. In fact, this entire place should be harmless. The entire ship should be necromorph free by the time they brought it in. Without the marker influence to spawn these things awake, and the marker's still sealed up. But yeah, this thing already has like ghost ship markings here. So, and these guys were probably the guys who were inspecting this probably also was infected with the marker code, so they're seeing things and hearing things. But yeah, we've got like. Dead Space, one time they mentioned Dead Space 3. Downfall got what? Dead Space Extraction got what, 2? Or so? But yeah, we had some very good scenes here. No. It's one time. Extraction only got one time here, which maybe could have some more, but yeah. It is sad that they couldn't have the mobile game, but it makes sense because, well, good luck finding footage. They can't play themselves either way either. So yeah, very good list. Obviously, Dead Space 2 was gonna take most of this. Couple of these locations here, like the Church of Unitology, wasn't scary. I hated being there. But that's because I hate the unis. And yeah, like facing the Regenerator for the first time, especially going back knowing what was done in order to make that thing, because yeah, like a crazy unitologist made that motherfucker. The eye surgery, which I'm still surprised there are people who actually failed in that one. You have to like, and not on purpose here. Like they screwed up. I don't get how. It's like you literally, the only way I can see people failing is if they did it on purpose, just to get like the scene for to gross out and stuff like that. I don't know. So yeah, everyone, thank you all for watching. This was fun here. What's your scariest moment here? Oh boy, I can't wait for the remake and see what it does, but I am worried big time because they're using the Frostbite engine, an engine that's failing at even its job here. If what I mean, like I said, what I'm hearing from Battlefield, the new Battlefield game's any indication. So the teaser trailer looked good, but gameplay. Show me gameplay. I gotta play it, and then we'll see. So everyone, thank you for watching. As always, kind of what you all thought. Like and subscribe for more videos. Till the next one, this is Mecha-san, logging out.